Hey, I'm Patrick.
Hey, I'm Steven.
We're here at IFP's Independent Film Week.
With Dylan Marchetti of Variance Films.
Hello. Variance Films is the greatest theatrical distribution company of all time. Which, if you Google the greatest theatrical distribution company of all time, it does come up with Variance Films. We may have put it in our press release. In all honesty, Variance is a different kind of theatrical distributor. We're designed to work directly with filmmakers to help you get your films into theaters quite loudly, quite aggressively, but you get to keep all your rights, which is, I think, a good thing.
Absolutely.
We watch your film, we're like, all right, here's what we do with it. Here's how we'd get it into theaters. Here's how we'd market it. Here's what the poster and trailer should be like. Here's what the grassroots campaign should be like. Here's where we should advertise. Here's how much money it'll cost. Here's what we could do, but it's probably too expensive and we shouldn't. Here's what we should do, but it's probably too expensive and we can't. All sorts of goodies like that. And then we make a big plan, work directly with the filmmakers, and execute. Get it into theaters, collect some money, send some checks to filmmakers, because filmmakers need checks.
Yes, they do.
We haven't had a lot of checks.
You should work with us more. Send you some checks.
Okay.
There should be. In fact, if the world is right, there is. Because the way you look at it, film's like a baby. Like, you've had this baby, and you've raised this baby, and now the baby's ready to go off to kindergarten. You don't just chuck it on the bus and say, all right, come back when you're 18. You're going to want to take its temperature from time to time. You're going to want to see if the baby is growing effectively or if it's grown a third limb. No one's beating your baby. You need to know these things. So I think like a good distributor will involve a filmmaker throughout. These are people who are born and raised and know the film better than anybody else ever will. It's a good thing.
If a film were to grow a third limb, what would that be exactly?
Well, it depends on the film, I mean, certainly. There's no way, you can't predict the third limb. I'm not going to do that. Get it right, get it tight. Start thinking now about how would you get people's attention. Let's say you were at Sundance. Let's say you get into Sundance. Or South by. I think South by is a great festival. You're there. How do you get people to watch your film? I was at Toronto last week. There's 340-something films in Toronto. Those are 4 days. How are you going to get people's attention there? Have someone make up a nice little poster. Don't use Microsoft Word to make a poster. Have someone who knows what they're doing work up a little something for you. Give it out to people. Cut a little 10-second thing. Tease people on the internet. Don't give away your film early. Someone will cut a big trailer later, but give us something, give us a taste so that, when people are going to that festival, they know, oh, this is interesting. Or when you don't go to a festival and you send me a DVD, I'm going to type in your film into Google, make sure that I find something, and that it looks, oh, these guys look pretty savvy. They look like they've got a good head on their shoulders. This looks interesting. I'll put this on the top of my pile. There's a lot of films.
Yeah, and they're mostly bad, right?
A lot of them are not great. Like, we try to say there's no such thing as a bad film, but we don't say that anymore because there's a lot of bad films. Don't make one.